Hey everybody! So summer has started, so this will be my first video of the summer. How exciting! A couple weeks ago, my dad and I were looking at some flowers and we just happened to stumble upon this little place where these people make like these little concrete statues. So we decided to get some and I basically painted them, and that's what this whole video is. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but like my audio is slightly better because of this thing that I got, like this little microphone that I have, and that's actually going to be shown in like my next video, but hopefully everything sounds a lot better this time around. And anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video of me just painting these statues. My sincerest apologies for the literal quality of this video. I tried to be artsy and try to have like a different angle of me painting these things, but clearly that didn't work out. So let me tell you exactly what these statues are. So the first one that I painted the base layer on was a bear, and this one is a frog that is next to some mushrooms. The first thing that I did was wash these off with just some water without any soap, because the soap bubbles can kind of make some weird like bubbles underneath the paint. Next, I painted with white paint with some water. That was just how the guy instructed to do it, so that's basically what I did, as you can kind of see what I'm doing here. And as you can see, my hands are very much dirty. But here are the finished products after they have all dried, and they're just basically one layer of white paint with water. So next I moved on to painting, and with the frog statue I kind of took it in different parts because there was so much going on. But I also moved on to working on the bear statue, as you can see here, just so I can give time for the frog statue to dry. Now initially I had the bear statue with a lighter pink coat, but then I decided to paint a darker pink on top of it and to kind of make it somewhat different. Let me just say that the bear statue was definitely a lot easier to work on because obviously, like I mentioned earlier, the frog statue has a lot of different elements to it, and the bear one does not, and there really isn't that much detail to go into with it because the ridges that are already in for the fur kind of make up for that. So here I'm going to be putting a layer on top of it just to seal the paint in, and I'm using Mod Podge here. I don't think it really matters what you use on top of it or if you want to use anything on top of it at all, but I decided to use Mod Podge just so it can seal it in and make it more glossy looking. And now there are actually different kinds of Mod Podge, but I like to go for the glossy finish, so that's the one that I picked. And here is the finished product of the bear that I painted. Now, moving back over to the frog statue, I had to get a couple different types of green paint and including yellow paint just so I can kind of get the different colors that grass has. I mean, not all grass is like yellow or anything, but I wanted to add some more contrast as compared to the frog because initially I had painted that like a light green color, but then I realized the grass would also have to be green. So basically I just had to select 4 different colors to kind of paint with, and as you can see here, I kind of go through and try to make it different shades of colored green. After it had dried, I had went back in with a kind of yellow mixed with white to kind of give it a off-white sort of color for the other parts of the mushrooms.
I literally forgot to film what the frog statue looked like when it was finished. I hate